Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the podcast with your hosts, Nick McKinnon. And
Dylan
here we
McEwen.
go. He's getting excited. He wants to get into these topics. But before we do that, we have our special guest, Mr. Jeff Ramsay here.
Hey guys, how are you?
Thanks so
Good.
much for
How are
being on the
you?
show, buddy.
Thanks for having me, guys. Appreciate it.
No problem. So, before we get into some topics, I just wanted to talk about you a bit, if that's okay.
Absolutely.
So, me and you go way back, man. Like,
Way back.
school, and I helped you out
Yep.
with that 2013 VJ Shirts video. You knew
Yes.
I was gonna bring that up, buddy. You knew I was gonna bring it up.
I was hoping you were
So,
gonna actually.
man, like, I
That
just
was fun.
love filming it. I just wanted to get your thoughts on like that video, like what made you want to enter that contest.
Well, it's been something that I grew up watching my whole life and something
Hmm.
I always wanted to try.
Yeah.
I didn't know when the time was right to try it, and
Yep.
it just worked out for that time. I was currently just kind of in between jobs. I had a lot of free time on my hands. I wasn't sure what I was going to do for a career, so I said, "Hey, now's the best time to do it with all this free time." And I
Yeah.
reached out to you, and one thing led to another, and away we went,
There you
buddy.
go. There you go. Um. Yeah. So I know it was a long time ago. It was 2013.
Yeah.
But do you roughly remember what was from point to point in those videos? I know we had Phil Glenn of Trading Posts in an
Yes.
interview and stuff, but do
Yeah.
you remember all the points or no?
I do. I remember
Okay.
driving down the street was first to
Yeah,
the car.
you hit the bump.
I hit the bump. That's right.
Yeah,
And
and in the
then,
video he's like, "Oh, big speed bump."
and then
It
I
was
think
hilarious.
after that, I think it was outside Hot 105.
Yeah, that
And
was the time that those guys
those guys
you
walked by and they didn't want nothing to do with us,
yeah, they
bro.
didn't want anything to do with Jeff.
Yeah,
Like,
whatever.
yeah.
And then we went to the province house.
Yeah.
Then we went to the civic center, and then I
Yeah.
believe back to my apartment at the time. After that,
Yes. We
Yeah.
finished it at the
yeah,
apartment.
yeah. So I had a
Um
lot of fun. I know you had a lot of fun too. So
oh man, I love doing it.
it was good time for.
Um so yeah, and it was funny cuz whenever you whenever you said that you didn't get in, um the girl that we were actually hoping that would win actually won it.
Yeah,
Remember?
I do remember that. Yeah.
Yeah, I wonder how she's doing now because I
I
know.
Yeah, it's weird because if you fast forward today, I could be wrong. So you guys correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't even
Mhm.
know if there is a Much Music live TV anymore.
No, I don't think
Yeah,
there
I
is.
don't think there is either.
I just don't think it's even a thing anymore. So I mean,
I think it's just reruns and stuff.
yeah, exactly. Like I see a
Yeah.
lot of like Family Guy and The Simpsons and stuff like that on there, but
Yeah,
I don't
yeah,
think there's any actual
um,
live like live shows anymore. So anyway, but yeah, I hope she's doing
Yeah.
well too.
yeah. And like before I talk about your DJing experience and stuff, I just want to like elaborate that like I had the chance to actually go into the Much Music place
Hmm.
and like meet everybody. And at the
Hmm.
time, I don't know why, but I was really scared to, so I
Yeah,
didn't get that chance to go into Much Music in
yeah,
Toronto. But I should have took it. But I was
Okay.
just like a scared teen at the time. You know what I
yeah.
mean?
Oh yeah,
It's like a big thing, going to Toronto and
it
but
is, man.
yeah, but yeah. So I just want to say before we go into your DJ stuff that like doing that video was amazing, man. I love doing it. We actually tried to do a joint account, and
We did, yeah.
it didn't really go too well. I don't know what happened. I actually tried to see if we still had it up there, but I think we took it down.
I couldn't find
Um,
it either. I was looking the other
yeah,
day.
I know. So I think we were gonna do the Harlem Shake video for people who
Yeah,
got enough views or whatever. Yeah, we talked about PEI drivers and stuff like that.
yeah,
But yeah, it was fun while it lasted.
absolutely.
And now look at me. I'm doing a podcast with this guy over
That
here.
that's right.
Yeah.
Um,
I.
things happen for a reason, I tell you.
The tables have turned, my friend.
I mean, I don't know if you watched the last episode of our podcast, but I think
Yeah,
we should call this podcast "Two Shy Guys." Two
two
shy guys in the
guys.
camera. Um, but anyways,
I like it.
yeah. So I was just going back and watching that video, and whenever you started, you're like saying that you love music, and you just kept mentioning music, and I thought that was very comedy.
Yeah.
And like, what made you get into DJing? By the way,
you know what? How can I say this? It's always been a part of me. Okay, it's hard to explain, but when you're younger, you went to school dances, you went to teen dances, and the first thing you notice is that the one person in control in the whole room was a DJ. And that's kind of where that came from, is I wanted to be the person in the room that everybody's looking up to, and he's got they got control of the room, he, she, they, you know what I mean? They are just having a blast up on the stage and everybody's having a great time. And I always wanted to be that guy. My first CD I ever got as a kid, I remember this forever, was Much Dance 93.
Oh man,
I remember, I should say. But and those CDs, if you guys are familiar with them, they were pre-mixed CDs. So it wasn't a regular CD where like you hit song 1, you hit song 2. Each song was already mixed into the next song. So it was basically a live DJ mix. And that's the other part that really got into me. I was probably about 5 or 6 maybe when I got that, and I just fell in love with it. And then one thing led to another, like school dances, and I got more into music as I got older. And it just grasped me, man, and it never let go of me yet. I still hold on to it.
Yeah, good. So I know that you DJ'd at the Water's Edge restaurant in the Delta there. So if you're allowed to talk about it, how did you get that job?
They were actually, it's a cool story. They were going through a couple different guys and DJing down there, and they the guy before me, he did good, but they were looking for more of a poppy house music type mix.
And you do that stuff though.
Yeah, and the guy that was there before me, he was more of a wedding DJ. Not that there's nothing wrong with that, but he was more like, you know what I mean? If you go to an island or a wedding, you know what kind of music they play, right? So they were looking for more like a prime time, 6 to 9. They had a bartender doing like tricks with the bottles while I was DJing. Wow. So they reached out to me because actually they heard one of my mixes off of SoundCloud. And they said, we heard this. This is exactly what we're looking for. Would you come down and do a show? And we'll pay you for it, and then we'll make a decision. And I said, yep. So I went down, and I played on a Friday night. And then the following Tuesday or Wednesday, they called me and offered me like a 6-month kind of setup. And I was like, perfect. So it just kind of went from there.
And so you started that roughly in 2019, sorry?
Yeah, exactly. 19, yeah.
And are you currently doing that now?
Not now. Once COVID kind of took over, PEI really took over back in, I want to say 21, 22. I guess 21 at the end of it. They shut down the restaurant, as we all know, and they shut down.
Yes.
They shut the cruise ships used to always come in there when I was playing. All the people would eat food.
There you go. That would be the money maker. Yes.
So all the tourism stuff stopped, so they had to stop all that too. So unfortunately, I'm not there right now, but if they ever call, I would absolutely go back in a heartbeat. Yeah.
I think you shouldn't just give up on it, man. You're great at it.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
No problem.
So would you how do you feel about them opening up the I guess the city in starting April 7th, I think.
Right. Yeah.
It's no masking and
no masking. Wow.
Yeah.
And the ships are going
be
coming in
and stuff, right? Exactly.
Yeah.
So you know what? I have mixed emotions about it. I'm for it and I'm not for it. I myself personally have not caught COVID yet, but a lot of family members and friends have.
Me neither.
And same. I guess at some point, unfortunately, we're all gonna catch it. But I mean, there's nothing you can do about that. Obviously, we've made it this far, right? So the ones that haven't got it haven't got it, kind of thing. But I mean, at some point, I guess we do have to rip the Band-Aid off, as they call it. So if it's now, it's now. If it's 8 months' time, it's 8 months' time. I can see their point because it is tourist season. They're trying to get the ships back, golfing season, beach season, cottage season. So they want to get that stuff ready. But I mean, it's hard to say. I'm for it and I'm not for it. So I'm right in the middle.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh no, I'm just saying that because you might be able to go back.
Absolutely.
To Delta.
Yes. See, that would be the part of me that's for it, because if that comes back and they call me, I'll be there in a heartbeat, right? So that is
Yeah.
one reason I'd love to see it open for sure. Yep, you're exactly right, man.
And like before we go into what your main job is now, if you feel comfortable talking
Yep,
about that,
for sure.
But like you said, like Water's Edge, like if they called you, you'd go there. But
Yep.
now you have like a main job, so
I
you
do,
wouldn't be
yeah.
able to do the Water's Edge that much, though, right?
That's right. I'd have
Yeah.
to, yeah, I'd have to cut back for sure.
Yeah.
With my current job, yeah. So
Yeah.
it'd be something I talked to them about, and if they were willing to
For
work
sure,
with me,
man.
I'd be willing to work with them for sure. So yeah.
So so we'll just go to what your main job is right
Yeah, for
currently
sure.
right now, if you don't feel comfortable.
No, absolutely.
But
So
okay, yeah.
currently I am the used car manager at Volkswagen car dealership in Charlottetown, and yeah, it's another dream job of mine that I got to fulfill. So I cleaned cars for 9 years in
Yeah,
the
he's really good at them, folks. He's really good
prior
at
to
cleaning
that.
those damn cars.
I don't anymore because I'm too old now and I have sore back. But I did it for many years. I did it for 4 years in Toronto. I did it for 9 years here, plus 3 years on my own on the weekends. I always wanted to take that next step and become the used car manager somewhere, and I was given the opportunity once again here. And 3 years later, I haven't looked back. So it's been great.
Okay.
There you go, man. I'm
Awesome.
very proud of you. That's awesome.
Yeah. So I started washing cars, and then I became a manager of the washing cars and a lot manager. And now I've finally climbed the ladder to used car manager. So it was a scary step that I took, but I'm glad I took it.
Oh, yeah. I guess I should have went to you to buy my new car.
That's okay. That's okay.
I went to Nissan. I didn't even know you were
That's okay.
at
I got
VW
friends
at the
at
time.
Nissan
So.
too. It's all
What?
good. I said I got some buddies at Nissan too. It's all good.
You traitor.
Yeah. There you go. Yeah. So I was just like wondering, like, about that. Like, whenever someone buys a new car for them, how do you get a picture of those ones with the sold sign? Because whenever I got my car, they never even asked me to do it.
You know what, man?
I was kind of pissed about that, honestly.
Yeah, it's all about
it's a big
dealership, right? We're
okay.
At Brown's Volkswagen, we're so about social media and the customers.
Okay.
So we're posting people all the time on Facebook, Instagram, and we feel that we want to share the experience with everybody, and everybody can see what kind of experience they had, right? So that's very, very important for us to have a soul picture with the customer for sure. We ask, some people don't want one, and some people do. So we leave it up to them for sure.
Like me myself, I'm thinking it's just a COVID thing, because once I got the car, COVID was right around. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it might have been a COVID thing. I don't know.
It could have been. I did have a picture. I don't know if you saw it before, but I sold a car to Seth Hood right around.
Oh wow! Wow.
It was a Civic, and in our sold picture, we held a meter stick to make sure that we were 10 feet away from each other as a joke. It was funny, but it was right around COVID, so it kind of fit in. So he had one end of the meter stick, and I had the other end of the meter stick, and I had the sold sign. But it could have been that too. Yeah, it could have been.
So thanks so much for talking to us about your work. I know it's a very private thing.
No, it's all good.
But without further ado, we'll go into our topics now.
Yeah, absolutely.
I really appreciate you talking about your DJing experience and such like that. So are you hiring for weddings now or no?
Not right now, no. It's they call it its official selling season in the car industry. Once April hits, it gets super busy. April, May, June. So I'm basically, as you know, from talking to you from back and forth for a couple of weeks, it's hard for me to find time. So it's unfortunately not right now.
Okay, yeah.
You looking for someone, Nick?
Yeah, we're gonna be. Well,
you're gonna be, buddy.
We're going to be getting married next year. We're having a kid on the way too in August.
Yeah, I heard that. Congratulations, buddy.
Yeah. So no problem, man. Thanks. So the gender reveal will be on April 6th, 7th, like that.
Nice.
I'm just getting so antsy, just keeping it in my head. I just want to tell everybody. But we have this thing going on for the gender reveal. It's going to be really cool. But yeah. So yeah, we'll go into our topic here. Do you want to take us away, Dylan, or?
Well, this is basically all you, but
Oh, me, yeah, okay.
Agents of Shield.
Okay, yeah, I know you haven't watched much of it yet. You watched maybe like one episode.
Yeah,
Ugh.
I know.
Anyways, so I finished season 3 of this series, man. And this series now ties into the series Inhumans. So now I have to watch that after I finish the series. There's 7 seasons. But man, like this series is so good. It's like it shows Agent of Shield and it shows Hydra. It shows their battle. Like this series is basically like a battle between the two factions.
Okay.
And spoiler alert, as always. I know you're not gonna watch much of it, but so yeah, so there's two Shield factions, the real one and the one that was a secret or whatever. And so things
Okay.
go down. Yeah, things go down. And then the main character, she goes and like her mom was supposed to be dead or whatever, and she faked her death. And then she's the leader of this like afterlife or whatever. And it's just crazy, man. Like just nonstop, all these new Inhumans and stuff. It's just crazy. Like I think you would really enjoy it, Dylan, if you watched it. But
Yeah. Well, if I watch it, because like,
you're a busy guy, I know, man.
Yeah, I'm a busy guy.
But yeah, I don't know if you've seen any of it, Jeff.
I heard of it. Yep, I heard of it for sure.
But it's really cool. Like you see Agent Phil Coulson, who supposedly died from Loki in the Avengers.
Okay.
And like it explains like how he came back and stuff like that.
Okay, right on.
Yeah, but I won't talk about that as much. Don't want to bore you, as you know.
Well, I'm finding it interesting because this is just all what's the word I want to use? Like a synopsis of me watching it, a summary.
Yeah.
But
yeah, is there anything you wanted to add to those topics there, Dylan? I mean, the topic of Agent of Shield, because I know you love it so much.
I've only watched the one episode, so I can't really comment.
Okay, so given on that one episode when Agent Phil Coulson came back, were you like, what the hell?
Oh, I knew he was gonna live. There was no way they were gonna kill him off as a character.
Yeah, exactly.
But just they keep referencing. Well, I can't say they keep referencing. I've only watched the one episode. They referenced maybe 2 or 3 times that that he was in, what was it, Tahiti?
Yeah.
Or something. Yeah, where I'm betting it was just Wakanda.
You'll have to wait and see.
Yeah.
It's an awful place, so just let you know that. Yeah, so you gotta start watching it more. You'll enjoy it, trust me.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, so Jeff, whenever you get a chance, maybe you can watch a few episodes. You never know.
Absolutely. I will for sure, buddy.
Yeah, so yeah, we're just gonna move on to our next topic there. Riverdale.
Once again, you.
Yeah, once again, me. I picked most of these topics tonight, I think, folks. Yeah, so Riverdale. We grew up with the Archie comics.
Yes.
I mean, like this show is a very different kind of dark version of Archie and his friends. And I think there's about 6 seasons now, Jeff?
Yeah, there's about 6 for sure, I think, yeah.
Honestly, I think they should have ended at like the 3rd season with the Black Hood or whatever.
I think so too.
It's just getting ridiculous, man.
Yeah.
At the point wherever Jughead had those like memory things or whatever, and he woke up in like a cave or whatever.
Yeah.
I was like, they're jumping, man. They're jumping from thing to thing. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, there was a lot.
And he went on like a mushroom trip or whatever.
Yeah, exactly.
And then he ended up in that like sewer thing, but it didn't show him going there.
You're right.
Yeah.
No, I know. Yeah. It was a lot.
Yeah, and I really enjoyed the Sabrina crossover because I actually watched that Sabrina show too, so I knew what was going to go on there.
Yeah.
So Frig, what's her name? Cheryl Blossom invites Sabrina over, and they do a spell, Dylan.
Okay.
And let's just say the spell didn't go too good. Things happen. Cheryl's not who she is, and yeah, she got possessed by her ancestor. So yeah. I don't know if you ever watched any of Riverdale there, Dylan.
No.
That's another show you have to check out.
All I know is that it gets pretty crazy later in the seasons.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like I don't know how many seasons they want to do, but hopefully, Jeff, this is the final season.
I'm hoping they wrap it up this season.
Because I don't know how much I can take, and a buddy of mine said that they're really persistent on KJ Apa, who actually plays Archie.
Mm-hmm.
So he has to continuously dye his hair red.
Yeah.
Or sorry, orange or whatever.
Yeah.
Because he has black hair or brunette. I can't remember.
I can't remember, but it's definitely not the orange that Archie is.
Yeah, and he's continuously working out.
Yeah.
The man, like the directors and the owners of the show, want him to continuously work out. He actually got in a car accident one time because he was leaving set and he fell asleep. And obviously he's fine because he's still filming.
Yeah.
But man, like we as fans, we don't understand how much these actors and actresses and directors like do for these TV series and movies.
Yeah.
Like they're up late and stuff, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, like in the end, like I love the show. They're putting great content out, but it shouldn't have went to a season 6.
No.
I'm gonna get too off track here. I'm gonna be talking about the same thing, so I'm gonna stop myself, and I'm gonna move on to the next topic, fellas. So the next topic is the Moon Knight series episode 1, which was put out last Wednesday, right?
Last Wednesday, yes.
Yeah. So without giving spoilers to Jeff Ramsay, we'll discuss it and talk about it.
Okay, so
that's going to be kind of hard, Dylan. Can you do that?
Yeah, I think so. The episode was called "The Goldfish Problem."
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so this happened and that happened. And then this big explosion happened. Yeah.
Do I really have to work with this guy?
Yes, you do.
So yeah, I don't know if this would really be a spoiler because you watched the trailer, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so you do know that it's kind of like 2 different versions of him. Then you've seen that in the trailer.
Yeah.
So the actor Oscar Isaac actually plays 4 characters.
Okay.
So that's a lot of voice work, like back and forth.
Man.
When you're in the same room and you're talking to yourself, you know what I mean?
It's crazy.
Yeah.
It's crazy how that can be like done.
Yeah.
And I just want to say like Ethan Hawke as the villain. Like Oscar Isaac and Ethan Hawke were great friends. So Ethan Hawke asked if he could get him on the show.
Right.
And without a doubt, he got him. And
that's cool.
Yeah. Yeah, and we haven't seen Gabriel Usley yet, the one that passed away, Dylan.
Okay.
Yeah, we haven't seen him on the show yet, so he's not in. He's not in there yet.
Okay.
Is there anything you'd like to add to
they're
that?
They're gonna do season 2 without him?
I have no idea, man. We're gonna have to watch season 1 and see what happens.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I mean they might get someone to recast. They might get recast, or they might just like take them out entirely.
Okay.
Yeah. So moving on to the next topic, unless you'd like to add something to that, Jeff.
No, I'm gonna try and watch all these shows and movies you guys are talking about.
Yeah, no problem.
It might be next winter, but I'll get to them.
Oh man, it's all right. Yeah. So yeah.
Don't feel bad. He's been pressuring me to watch Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. for a bit, and I just haven't done
it. It's such a good show, man. like I forget what night it was, but I just stayed down in my game room and just watched like all 6 last episodes of season 3. And I was just like, oh man, like I just came up to like fill my water bottle. I was like, see ya, family, bye. But yeah, we're just gonna get back into another topic, the Nova trailer.
Yes.
So from what I've seen from the trailer, it's kind of gonna be like the MCU's version of the Flash.
Okay.
Yeah, because it's like it kind of looks like it's their version of the fastest person in the world or whatever.
Right.
And you got to remember that we've never seen Nova.
Right.
This will be the first. This will be the first incarnation of it. Like just like Miss Marvel, we've never seen anything of Miss Marvel except for the Avengers video game.
Mm-hmm. But there
TV
was
series.
a what?
TV show?
Yeah, there was Spider-Man, and I don't know. He had a group of superheroes with him, and one of them was Nova from the Nova Corps, and yeah. So it's not the first time we've seen him, but it'll be the first time we've seen him live action.
Okay, thanks for the fix there. But yeah, like the Nova trailer, I really enjoyed it. I can't wait to watch all these new TV series, these new movies. I mean, like Marvel is like 5 step ahead of like what they're putting out. Like they have on a outline of what they all have ready.
Right.
Okay.
And like we're just enjoying it. We're just sitting back in our seats, in our like movie theater seats, and we're just enjoying this content because it's amazing.
Yeah. Now I'm not sure if we talked about it or not already, but we could talk about the controversy about the Falcon and the Winter Soldier, how they had censored the uploaded version, and they are going to be re-uploading the uncensored version.
Who complained about this now?
Well, things were they didn't show any blood. They didn't show any impalings.
Are you serious?
Yeah, in the censored version.
Oh, I saw a lot of blood whenever what's his name? Fake Captain America killed that guy.
Oh, well, it must have been re-uploaded.
Maybe you're watching the kids version, Dylan.
Well, no, I'm just reading
2-0. 2-0.
I was just watching a news report on the internet, and I'm not sure if it was well, I guess I'm not sure if it was real or not, but it seemed real, and it wasn't on April 1st whenever I read it. So
okay, you watched a video of it on Facebook or something.
I read it or watched it somewhere.
Okay, because I thought you said that you watched it on Disney Plus on your child restricted locked account. So thanks for clearing that up.
Yeah. I'm child restricted, all right. Yeah.
Yeah, so I won't chirp my co-host too much there. For tonight.
I'm
We
sure
need him
you
to
won't.
we need him to regain the composure and relax and smile and continue with the show here.
Yeah.
What? Just joking. So yeah, we're going to get into our next topic, which is the lovely COVID. And then I have a kind of a surprise bonus topic to talk about tonight.
Okay. And I don't even know about it, folks. So
It's nothing bad. Don't worry.
okay.
Yeah. So I'll go
Okay.
first.
So
with
New
our,
Brunswick
update.
or PEI first?
We'll head over to New Brunswick.
Okay.
All right. So up in New Brunswick, we've got a total of 5,877 cases from March 20th to April 2nd. Total cases in general is 48,197. We've got plus 3,000, 357. Yeah. Apparently, right now there is. Well, wait, 1 second. Yeah, so no new cases. There's 442 in the 7-day average cases that we usually get, but currently no new cases, so that is a good sign, sir. And that's it for New Brunswick. We'll head over to PEI. Take us away.
Okay, PEI. Here we go. Now, like I've been saying, PEI only does updates every Tuesday. So the statistics are a little out of date. 6 days ago, but it's the best we can do.
Yep.
So last Tuesday, which was March 29th, total cases including recovered was 25,799. We have 3,487 active cases, and we have 22,295 resolved cases.
Jeez.
Yeah, so we lost you.
Oh,
What's going on?
Oh,
we're good now.
Yeah. So it's still it's still pretty bad out there, but it's good to hear that there's 22,295 resolved cases, meaning less people with COVID and
Yeah. Exactly.
absolutely.
Yeah, like I don't know why you fans are so into our COVID talks. So Jeff, we went back and we watched the statistics of our videos, and it seems that people are more likely to tune in on the COVID talks.
Wow.
And I'm just so shocked at that.
That shocks me too.
So I guess we're gonna have to up our topics still, and we're gonna have to talk about more stuff other than those topics. I don't know.
Yeah, well, we can scatter COVID all over the podcast.
True. We can put it in different areas.
Yeah, so we can get people to watch the whole thing.
Yeah, there you go. So without further ado, the surprise bonus topic. My co-host has no idea what's going on.
Nope.
So I just wanted to talk about WrestleMania Night 1.
Oh, okay. Yeah, this is all
last
you.
night. WrestleMania Night 2 is tonight. So WrestleMania Night 1 last night. Stone Cold Steve Austin returned for the first time in 19 years, Jeff.
I was pumped.
He faced Kevin Owens.
I was pumped.
You watched it?
I watched parts of it.
Okay.
I
My
watched
God,
parts
man.
of it. I'll tell you that.
Stone Cold Steve Austin, the man's 57 years old, taking bumps on the concrete floor from a suplex.
Legend.
Frig, man. Bashing beers, getting his brother to come out.
Just a complete legend, man.
Oh,
I was
man.
so
Like, it's
happy
great
when
to
I
see
heard
him.
that rumor like months ago. That he was going to come
do you-
back and do it.
Do you think that's his actual last match?
I think that
I know he's 57, but I mean, wow.
I think that they wanted him to go out with a bang and a win, and I think that's why they chose WrestleMania.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then we had Ronda Rousey versus Charlotte Flair. I was going for Ronda Rousey. It was a very weak finish. I didn't like the finish of the match. But we had Bianca Belair and what's her name? Becky Lynch.
Mm-hmm.
That made up for it. Becky lost, thank God. We had the Mysterios versus Jake Paul.
Right.
Logan Paul and the Miz.
And the
What the
Miz.
hell? Logan Paul was wrestling better than the Miz, and Miz is a professional wrestler. Logan Paul comes out with his $3 million Charizard card or whatever.
What?
Yeah, he has a 3 million Charizard card that he didn't know he had. And he doesn't want to sell it or whatever. I don't know.
Wow.
But anyways, unfortunately, Logan Paul and Miz won, and then the Miz betrayed him, turned on him. So tonight we got WrestleMania Part 2.
Mm-hmm.
We got Brock Lesnar versus Roman Reigns. So I hope Roman Reigns loses. We got Rhea Ripley and Liv Morgan. I forget who they're facing, but I hope they win the tag titles. We have Edge and AJ Styles. I hope Edge wins. But yeah, without going into much detail, yeah, so WrestleMania, it's a big night, Dylan. I know you're not a big wrestling fan, but Jeff Ramsay, he got back to the Stone Cold days. It just brought him back to the
Just brought him back,
2002,
baby.
2003 days. You know what I mean?
Stunners everywhere.
Yeah, stunners, buddy. Steve Wise just got to order some. So yeah, so like, is there anything else you want to add, Dylan, to those bonus topics, or do you have a bonus topic for yourself, or what? I mean, we could talk all night here, man. I don't care.
Well, I don't know. You got some other stuff to do tonight.
Yeah, I got night 2 here soon.
Yeah, and
Just
that's
in
in
time, almost.
7 minutes.
Oh. Yeah.
But no, I don't have anything else to add. I don't think so.
No, what about you, Mr. Ramsay?
I'm all good, boys. I appreciate you reaching out and getting me on board. And anytime you want to invite me back, I'll be all for it.
Okay.
Sounds good, man. So I guess without further ado, that concludes this episode of the podcast. And what do we always say, Dylan McEwen?
We will leave you with absolutely
nothing. Thanks for being on the show, Jeff.
Thanks, guys.
See you later, folks. See ya.
Hey.